All right, so as you may or may not know, depending on if you know me, we recently moved, and by recently I mean a couple months ago. And when we moved, I got back what I used to have, my man cave. And I haven't showed my man cave too much yet. Haven't had a lot of people over yet. And I'm not going to show you everything yet. Yes, that's Chewy with the National Parks hat. My 7-Up Junior Padres Club flyer from 1977. My Just Taco sign, because Just Tacos. My Godfather movie poster. But I skipped over the 1977 Dodgers, and that's what we're going to talk about on this vlog. So yeah, those are the 1977 Dodgers, and it's one of my favorite things. Let me explain. So back in 1977, when I was 7 years old, my grandma was a Dodgers fan. I was born in LA, but I was growing up in San Diego, and I became a Dodger nut. So why am I collecting these? So today I had mail day on the vlog, and in the mail, bought off eBay, I had a Dusty Baker 1977 Topps card. And I decided to explain why that was such a big deal to me and why I showed you what's on my wall over there. So in 1977, I was 7 years old, and the Dodgers were very good. They won the National League pennant, losing to the Yankees 4-2 in the World Series. That was the Reggie Jackson World Series, 3 home runs in 1 game. But we don't want to talk about that right now. But I became a Dodgers fan forever, Steve Garvey fan forever. I think it was a connection with my grandma. She was a big Dodgers fan. And 1977 was the year I first became a baseball nut. It was the right year to be a Dodgers fan. I was born in LA, grew up in San Diego. So by 77, I'm in San Diego. So what am I, like a second grader? And the team to root for was the Dodgers. So Steve Garvey hit 33 home runs, one of 4 Dodgers to hit 30 home runs. Yes, I'm that much of a nerd. Garvey, Reggie Smith, Ron Cey, and Dusty Baker, I believe. And in 1977, they also had the longest infield that stayed together, I believe, Major League Baseball history, I think. And it was Davey Lopes at second, Bill Russell at short, third base Ron Cey, and my favorite Steve Garvey at first. As a little kid, everything I did was a baseball lineup. I would be out in my backyard, and I was hitting, and I was going through the lineup of the Dodgers. I knew the lineup by heart. I still do. I even made lineups for the rest of my kidhood with the positions of the Dodgers in the batting order, which what I mean by is Davey Lopes, the second baseman, was the leadoff hitter. Bill Russell hit second, shortstop. And the reason I'm telling you this is that's the order that they're in up there. They're in the batting order. Reggie Smith, the right fielder, was the third hitter. Steve Garvey hit fourth. He was first baseman. Ron Cey was the fifth hitter. He played third base. Yeah, as I look up there, I've got a Rick Monday story. So then Rick Monday actually came over in a trade, but he was the center fielder. Steve Yeager was a catcher, and then, of course, the pitcher. So in the order I have up there, it's Lopes and Russell and Smith, Garvey and Cey, and Rick Monday. And let me stop there. So the Rick Monday card, the 1977 Topps, he was on the Cubs. You might remember as a Cub, Rick Monday's it's the famous video of some, I want to call them terrorists. I don't know if they were terrorists. I don't know who they were. They were people from not here, America, who were going to burn the flag, the United States flag, on the field. Believe it was at Wrigley, might have been at Dodger Stadium, was against the Dodgers. I hope I'm not screwing up the story, but Rick Monday famously comes up and scoops it up. And anyway, so I became a Rick Monday fan then. Actually got to meet him and his wife in 1978 in San Diego the day before the All-Star game, but that's a whole nother story that I may or may not tell you. But anyway, in the 1977 set, Rick Monday is a Cub, but in the 1977 O-Pee-Chee set, that is the version of the Topps up in Canada, Rick Monday's a Dodger. So I have Rick Monday autographed as a Cub, non-autographed as a Dodger. He's the announcer, one of the announcers for the Dodgers now, so I should send that and try to get it. But anyway, getting the Dusty Baker completes the starting lineup. I've got Lopes, I've got Russell, I've got Smith, I've got Garvey, I've got Say, I've got Monday. I have Steve Yeager in 76 top, so I still need to get that. And I miss Dusty Baker. So I guess he hit 6th. So I guess he needs to be in the Rick Monday slot, move him over. I'll have to double check that, or maybe hit 5th and Ron Say hit 6th. That doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. After I told you I know it, maybe I'm wrong. And then of course I have the starting pitchers, Don Sutton, Hall of Famer. Actually, I don't have the Sutton yet either, do I? Rick Rhoden, Charlie Huff, Tommy John, Bert Hooton, Doug Rauch, Manny Mota, pinch hitter. Skiddo's an announcer, I think, for the Angels now. And yeah, the team set, or the team card with Tommy Lasorda's autograph. I even have a Johnny Oates on there, who's a backup catcher, but I really loved him because my grandma loved him. He became the Rangers manager, kind of legend here in Texas. He was with the Phillies that year, at least for that set. But he was a backup catcher for the Dodgers that year. So I got him, and he's deceased. He died of cancer. Kind of sad. Then I got a couple Garveys on the bottom, and then one of me. I didn't autograph it. That's kind of weird and kind of nerdy. But anyway, that's the long story on why this is an awesome card. So as I look at it, I still need a Steve Yeager, and I guess I need a Don Sutton still, don't I? And I think that'll complete it. So anyway, that's my story. I'll show you the cards again. That's why the 1977 top set is so dear to me, and I'm almost done completing the Dodgers team set autographed in 1977. They went on in 1978 to also go to the World Series, again losing in 6 games, again losing to the Yankees. Didn't go back to the World Series again until 1981, when they beat in 6 games the Yankees, setting me as a Dodger fan for the rest of my life. And winning it again in 88. And of course in 2018, because last year we missed by 1 game because Yu Darvish was tipping his pitches. That's a whole nother story. That's all. So I'm going to show you the cards one more time. I hope you understand why I'm a nut job now. 1977 Dodgers. I've got some other Dodger collectibles from 1977 too. World Series ticket, World Series program, autographed by a couple of guys, and just a lot of neat stuff. So anyway, it's a little bit of my Dodger nutdom. So I'm going to show you the cards one more time, but other than that, thanks for watching. 1977 Dodgers. I got a 1977 Dodger autographed item. Yeah, I'll trade you for it. What do you want? All right, here comes the cards one more time. Thanks for watching. First card, Davey Lopes. Second card, Bill Russell. Next card, Reggie Smith. Next, Steve Garvey. And then next, Ron Say. Row 2, that's the Rick Monday autographed. The O-Pee-Chee Rick Monday unautographed. That's a 76 Steve Yeager, not a 77. Dusty Baker obviously needs to be put in there, so I need to take that down and fix it. Oh, I do have a Don Sutton. I lied to you guys. So there's the Don Sutton, Hall of Famer. Then Charlie Huff. Tommy John, unfortunately famous now for a surgery. He was great. Bert Hooton, Doug Rauch. Mike Garman, who got traded, obviously, because he started off with the Cubs. He was in the same Rick Monday trade, I believe. Manny Mota, who was one of my favorites. And again, he was a pinch hitter at the time of his retirement, set the record for most pinch hits. There's the team card that I'll show a little closer because you can see Tommy Lasorda, not only his picture, but his autograph. And there's some extra spots there, so I put an 83 Garvey. That's, man, that is a really good-looking guy. 87 Garvey when he was on the Padres, and then Johnny Oates. Again, he passed away. He was a legend here in Texas as a manager. I think they won their first pennant with him as a manager. I wouldn't swear to that. Passed away from, I believe, a brain cancer, I think is what it was. But anyway, and he's got the Bible verse on there, so I really love it. So there you go. There is my 77 autographed Dodger team set and a couple other cards too. I guess what I need to work on is a Steve Yeager, isn't it? There you go. Thanks for watching. So if you have an autographed 1977 top Steve Yeager, I'll likely make you an offer that you can't refuse. Ooh, did you see that one coming? Yeah, I bet you did. Who else was a junior Padre or Dodger or wherever you grew up? Kind of cool, huh?